Hello, welcome back to another Convo. I gotta figure out a name for this one because I'm actually working on some things with this, and hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll have some good news what I'm going to do with this, and that's my plan. But one thing I want to talk to everybody about is I'm not going to go too much into it because I actually succeeded with this one for the first time. And we're actually not going to talk about worldly issues. But I do want to bring this up because this has been annoying me this entire day. Because I've been looking at the news and reading the internet and just hearing a lot of bull crap that's going on. And people are just kind of losing their minds on what's happening. And I just want to let everybody know, just be calm. It's serious. But ain't no reason not to be cool and kind to each other. You know? I know times like these tend to bring out the worst in us sometimes, but let's try. I mean, if you heard my last podcast with the big homie, and even he came out and said that he thought things were going to be a lot worse, and he was proven wrong. Why don't we continue to prove people wrong and show them that, yeah, we're a lot better than what a lot of these people that wish for chaos thinks? Not really putting my little big bro imp in here, but, just putting it out there. I just think that there's too much craziness going around. Sometimes we just need some more positivity up in the world. Now, on to the podcast. Before I start, because I'm about to start pretty soon, I do want to come out and say that this one I probably got a couple of things wrong. Now, I'm not going to ruin it for you because I actually want you to listen to it. But I'll just say this: horror is not my specialty, and I go based off of memory. And I know for a fact some of the things I said in this one what's wrong. And it's fine. I have no problem with being fact checked. So, hopefully you enjoy this one. And yeah, let's get into it. So, what up? I'm back again with another one. And today I brought in another friend that I've been knowing for a couple of years now. And hey man, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey y'all, it's me. My name is Adam, and it's nice to be talking with y'all.
Well, you're technically just talking to me, but there's gonna be a lot of people listening.
It's nice to be talking to you and have everyone else listen.
Yeah, man.
Correction, right?
Yep. Yep. So, anyways, man. First, I want to thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
It's no problem, man. You know I'm always here.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. So, anyways, man, I guess I'm gonna start off, with the question I ask everybody, man. How you doing right now, man? How's everything been going for you?
I've been good. Everything's been going good with me. The family's good. We're just going through the motions right now with everything that's going on in the world. At this point, the the truth, the hidden truth, and everything else in between when it falls on that. Um, School, that's good, but getting a little bit like hectic for me personally. I'm sure everyone goes through that. You know, you're everything's good, and it gets a little hectic, and it gets better, or it might just get worse depending on what everyone's going through. But you know, just right now, it's just really work, school, and trying to get through day by day with this whole thing.
All right, definitely. So, I'm just gonna go ahead, man, and you know, I usually just leave this platform basically open for anybody if they have something they want to say. So, if you have something you want to say, man, if you want to talk about the times, if you have anything you want to bring up or you want to talk about, man, I'm gonna leave the floor open for you, man.
Well, I'm not. Hmm, really didn't think about that. Um, I really don't have a specific topic or anything that is on my mind. As I said, I'm just kind of going through it day by day at this point right now. Um, so I don't really have anything in specific to talk about right now. The only thing that I'm doing outside of everything I just said is, I've gotten into horror movies like a lot more than I used to be. Maybe a little bit too much, but I like scaring myself or listening and looking and watching at things that would be like, have happened, unexplained. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like watching it. I don't like it to happen to me.
So what have you been watching lately, man? Why don't you break down some of the movies, like which ones you think are good and which ones you don't like?
Well, as of right for the past couple of weeks, I would say, more so than just watching each one. I've been it's this channel on YouTube I've been watching lately where it breaks down the horror movies. Like it gives you the plot, the synopsis,
What's
and
the
does a
YouTube? Come
review.
on, man. You gotta shout out the YouTube channel, man. You gotta help people out.
Oh, you know what? He has a lot of views already. I don't think he needs my help. But um, let me look and see real quick. It's not on the top of my head. Um, it's called Found Flicks,
Okay, okay.
like Found and Flicks, and it's pretty cool. Like it really is like 20, anywhere between 8, depending on how long the movie is and how deep it is, to like 27 minutes was the longest one, I believe. And it doesn't go into depth as other people might go into depth. Each and every person has their own how they do it and everything, but it gives you an overall sense of the movie and everything. So it's a lot of movies that I personally seen that he went over on that and everything. It's kind of cool because it's things that I really didn't see or think about that he's going over. And it's a couple other movies that I have wanted to see, wanted to watch that he goes over, and it doesn't spoil it for you to the point where you see all these parts in the movie. It's like small little captions of the movie, pictures, a little bit of video play here and there to kind of give you a point, so you can kind of get the point of it. And then that's really it. And he goes through it, talks about what it was about. But if in order to actually get the whole movie, you would still need to see it yourself.
Okay. So is there any specific movie that you can tell me about right now? Because that's what I'm wondering.
And okay, so the thing about it is that I don't like on his channel though is how some movies are based off of true stories or this and that, right? I
Yeah.
wish that he would just say, "Hey, this is based off of a true story," because I like those type of movies. It gives you a sense of like it's not fake. This really happened. And excuse my language, but yeah. Um, let's see. Okay, so the last one I was just watching today was called Hell House, LLC.
Yeah. I don't
Right?
think
Have you
I.
heard of that movie?
No, I don't think I heard of it.
All right. So there's three parts to the movie.
Okay.
Um, they came out. The second one came out 2018, and the third one came out in 2019. It's a trilogy, and it's kind of good.
And when did the
It
first
kind
one
of
come
gives you
out?
the first. The first one came out, I think it was like 2000 and I'll have to check that one real quick, like because I just watched it too. Um, 2015.
Okay, okay.
So that's the first one. And I don't know if this place is real or not, but they did such a good job on it because as as we're as in today's age and everything, you usually see movies and they're really over the top. So you have action or it's things in there that just be like, okay, they spent a lot of money on it, and vice versa. When you get certain movies that kind of are like, hey, I use my phone, the camera on my phone, or I use like like regular cameras that me and you can go buy at the store, that won't be like too expensive, and kind of make a movie off of that. So it gives you the sense of kind of like a paranormal activity type of thing where they have their own camera and they're going around with it.
Okay.
Is that type?
Yeah. So like
It
the
was
Blair
a
Witch
low budget.
projects, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because usually when you see things like that, to me personally, it a sense of more realism because it's not something that's like everyone's part of. That this is what's happening from their point of view. Like just like a regular movie, it's this is happening between a group of people that's going on right now, or they went ahead and recorded it to show everyone what was going on. So it does that, but it gives it also it's good because it kind of goes. This is what happened when you first watched the movie, right? This is the end result,
Yeah.
and then as you go through the movie, it shows you what led up to it, and it doesn't show you everything. It's like hidden parts of the movie that you don't find out until the end. On top of that, and as the ending comes, it's kind of like a this is the end, but when you first watch it, this is the result. So you get the result when you first watch the movie, and you're just kind of like, well, what the hell happened?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I'll be honest, man. I haven't watched a horror movie in a long time. I think the what's the last one I watched? I want to say the last one I watched. I can remember off the top of my head is the Halloween, the remake of the Halloween movie.
Oh, I love that movie, man. That was a good movie.
I didn't like the remake. It was
You
I
didn't like the remake?
Nah, dude. It was because it was the same like every other movie. Like I've
Well,
seen it happen
no,
every single time. It's the same exact thing.
I won't say it was a remake because it was a continuation.
No,
What
no,
they
no. The last Halloween there was a remake of it. Like they remade the entire series.
Are you talking about the Halloween that just came out last year? I mean, 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? I don't think it was 2 years ago. It was a
Yeah, if
while
it was
ago.
the one 2 years ago, then
Was
that wasn't even. It was a continuation, but you're right. Basically, what they said was number with that new movie is that everything that happened after the first Halloween didn't count. That's kind of like just over there. Like you can go watch it. It's cool to watch, whatever, But it's basically just this is what happened Halloween one, and then this is what happened not right after,
holy
but some years
crap! It
like
was two
years
years
after.
ago.
So that's why when I watched that movie, because I think I've seen Halloween two. I know I've seen Halloween one, the original one, of course, but
Yeah.
Halloween two, it's been so long, I don't think I can actually remember. But that's why when I went to go see the movie, and they in the beginning they were basically recapturing, telling you, hey, this is what's happening now. Michael Myers was like in prison for 40 plus years,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
another thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How did
Now I'm jogging my memory. You're right. It was kind of like a continuation. Which, yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't realize that was just 2 years ago. I thought that was way longer.
yeah, time goes by fast, doesn't it?
Oh,
Like
dude, you telling me?
at least now, it's kind of funny that when we're younger, time goes by way slow. That we can't wait for like the weekend or this to happen. And now that we're older, time's just flying.
I would say that's definitely true, except for like this. With what's going on right now? Time feels really, really slow right now, and I love it.
Man, it needs to go faster for me. It just needs to. I need it every time. There's so much stuff that happened this year already. We're only what in the fourth month.
Yep.
I'm surprised people aren't already like, let's just cancel this year and go straight into 2021.
A lot of people have already said that. There's a lot of people that came out that said they want this year to be canceled, which I kind of agree.
It just needs to be more people there.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe we can write a letter to the president and he'll agree. Yeah, let's just cancel it. Let's just cancel this year and last year. Let's just get rid of everything. We're starting anew.
Good luck with that one, man. That's all I gotta say. Good luck with that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just like just give me give me the rest of what I should be paid for this year, and we'll just start over. All let me get my money first. Let me start the new year over nice.
Uh huh.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man. I um I don't mean to go back into that movie, but the Halloween movie, it's some things that just leave just leave a couple questions with me because the number one thing with all horror movies,
Uh huh.
when someone dies or it looks to be like they're dying, but you don't see them dead, you don't see no skeleton, you don't see anything, you can't say they're dead.
Oh no,
So even
never.
though at the end of the movie, it's kind of like, all right, so it's good. This was different though. Like she had bars that shot over to lock him into that basement and then set the room on fire. So with that to me, that's like, okay, he's pretty much dead because he couldn't get past those bars. He didn't have no weapon or anything like that because the weapon was up. So I'm like, okay, so he's probably dead. But two things out after that. Number one, why was he so damn strong for like a what was he should have been what like 50, 60 years old or something at that age, but he was crushing people's heads and taking those hits. That shit to me was like, what the fuck is going on? You know? And the other one is that at the end of the movie where the knife was with the daughter or the granddaughter and it was like in her hand or by her, that's a lot of symbolism. And I kind of want to just be like, so is she going to be the next killer because of all the trauma or what? Because I want to know. I want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. From what I remember about it, all I can remember is that I didn't really like it. But I mean, to kind of go into more what you're saying, you gotta understand, man. Like all those kind of movies, man. Whether it's Freddy or Jason or any of those ones, if if you don't see the body, well, even if you see the body, most likely they ain't dead. Guys like that, you gotta kill in like special ways, and then to come back in like ways every single
They
time.
really do. Jason, I don't think you could technically kill him. You have to what? Drown him, I
Yeah, you
think. I
gotta
don't
drown
know.
them in the lake.
And then with Freddy Krueger, I'm not even going to get into that. He was a nightmare. And literally, like even though they're like, oh, we killed him, we got rid of him. You can't get rid of nightmares and dreams. They're always going to be there.
No,
Come
no, no,
back.
no, no, no. The way you get rid of Freddy is that you gotta grab him and bring him out the dream. So basically, you gotta hold on to him and then wake up. Then you can kill him.
Yeah, but even after that and kill him, wouldn't he just come back to life in your dreams
Uh,
after a certain amount of time?
yeah. I
Like, and
just
I'm not
said.
talking
Well,
about like movie wise. Let's just say this was like real life, and you take your dream outside and you kill it, and then you dream about it the next day.
no, no, he'll still die. I mean, if you're following the rules in the movie, I mean, at that point, you're changing the rules of the character.
Uh, the
Yeah,
character, yeah, but
you totally
to
change the
him,
rules.
technically, it was real life.
In
Real
real life,
life,
what
right?
happened that way, dude? What do you think would change between real life and the movies?
The fact that if you killed him outside of your dreams, he would be able to come back. Cause and the thing is, he's in your subconscious basically. So even though
No, he's not in
you
your subconscious.
know what I'm saying is, if you brought him outside of your dream and you killed him, he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's gone.
But it's technically another thing, kind to me, kind of like symbolism. But I'm not gonna go into the symbolism. But it's like you bring your
Dude,
dreams
dude,
outside,
dude,
you
dude,
make your
dude, dude.
reality.
This is the time to go into it. You're welcome to go into it. That's what this is for. So if you want to
Well,
go
the
into it, go ahead.
symbolism I said I wasn't going to because it's like he's he's an entity, but he's also in your dreams. He's so in the sense of saying he's part of your subconscious. He's part of a subconscious, or he's you think of him on a subconscious level. When you sleep, your subconscious comes to rise, and it you dream
No,
of these things. Not all the time, but
no,
if
I
you
would
took
not
him
say that.
if you took him out of your dream, and now he's a real person, he's a real life person, and you kill him, okay, he's dead. But what's to stop him from coming back again? I won't say like tonight or the next night, but sometime in the future, and being like, okay, he's back again. I don't know, enough people have put thought into him to make him an existent being again in the subconscious,
That's
and
not how Freddy
now he's
works at
here killing
all,
people
dude.
again. Huh?
That's not how he works at all.
No, I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is, what if?
Then you'll be dead.
Yeah, he's dead in real life, but he could come back to life
Then
in your
you're
dream.
dead. It's just that simple.
You said you're dead or he's dead.
No, you're dead.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
It's
You
that
can
simple.
kill him.
If you're trying to change the rules of the character and basically make him an impossible dude to kill, then yeah, he's just basically going to kill everybody.
No, he's still dead. You still killed him, but I'm just saying he will come back to life.
No,
Sometime down the future.
yeah, but
Like,
if yeah, but it's like
what
if
was the
I
original movie? Like,
no, he doesn't. Okay, if I remember off the top, because no, he comes back, but it's like if I remember, I just like conditions for him to come back. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, no, he just like you don't kill Freddy and he just comes back right away. No, like it takes time, it takes years, and if I remember, I said the conditions have to be met for him to come back.
What was the condition in the first movie? Didn't he just say he was gonna come back and basically kill the children, kill your children,
Yeah,
and like
basically,
he
yeah,
died?
that was the first movie. So the first movie, yeah, he basically, if I remember, he was like a, I think he was like a gardener. I don't remember if he was a murderer.
No, he was in the school. I know he worked in the
Yeah, he was in
school.
the
He worked
school.
in the school,
I remember they
and
burned him. They burned him.
he got he got accused or found out that he killed or raped a little girl or something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah, he got burnt. I remember he got burnt, and then yeah, he said I'll, he'll come back and basically kill your kids. And then
You
after a
see,
while, he comes back and starts killing all the teenagers.
that's the thing with horror movies though. So like usually when you come back as a vengeful spirit or something like that, you have to have been wronged. You have to have died a wrongful death or something like that, you know. But what
Yeah,
they're
but
saying is
if I
this
remember
is what
right,
he did.
yeah, but if I remember right, because he basically comes back basically as an evil spirit or evil entity, and
But he doesn't get to do that because of what he did. Like he
what
raped the little girl
he did.
or killed her. I know he killed her or something like that.
No, he killed a bunch of people because, like you said, he came in. He said, "I'm gonna come back and kill all your kids," basically.
Yeah, but before that, before he died, and when he was still the gardener or whatever he was at the school, he did that, and then the parents or people at the school or combination of both the community got together and they burned him in the boiler room of the school or they
Yeah,
killed him that way.
yeah, yeah.
So if he was, if he was just some random person and they accidentally killed him or the community got together to sacrifice somebody and they sacrificed him like in some other movies, it's like it's wrong. That would be wrong when he didn't do anything. But he did something, that was wrong. And people took it into their
Okay,
own hands
you
to
know, Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. I'm just gonna
what
because I just put it up online. I'm gonna read off. I'm gonna try to skim through. But I'm gonna read off base his biography real quick. The character biography, not the actual person. But here we go. Okay. So his mom was basically a nun who worked at an asylum for the criminally insane, and she got locked in the room with a hundred maniacs, and she was attacked repeatedly, and was found barely alive and gave birth to Freddy Krueger.
okay.
And then hold on, there's more to it. I'm gonna just go through it real quick. Then in elementary, he killed the class hamster and was basically bullied because he was the son of a maniac. So
Okay.
during his
So
teenage years, he would cut himself with a razor. He used the same
okay.
razor to kill Mr. Underwood when he was beating him as revenge for all the times he was abused. Oh, all the times he abused him.
Who's this?
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh no, who's Mr. Underwood? Mr. Underwood is his adopted father. So he killed his adopted father.
Yeah, I got that. I got that part. I was gonna say teacher or somebody close to him when you said that. The yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay, so basically, I think I said that wrong, but basically, during his teenage years, he would cut himself with his shaving razor for pleasure. He used the same razor to kill Mr. Underwood when he was beating him as revenge for all the times he abused him, basically. So,
Okay.
hold on. So I'm just trying to read the rest. Okay, so as an adult, he actually had a daughter and a wife, but he also basically, yeah, he had a strong desire for vengeance for all the people who wronged him back in the past. So he, okay, so yeah, so he would go around and basically kill everybody. Is what he would do. He would go around kidnap all the people's kids and kill them all.
So
So so
he
so all the
killed.
so I'm skimming. I'm skimming. I know I'm saying it wrong. I should just read through it, but I know I'm saying this wrong. So basically, everybody who bullied him, he basically went out, kidnapped their kids, and started killing them for revenge.
Okay. So
So
it sounds like high school and middle school at this point.
yeah, hold on. Yep. So of course, his famous glove, he would. So let me just read through it. So because I'm just skimming through and I'm not even speaking right. Okay, here we go. He created a glove with fish knights on the fingers, and and as he kidnapped children, he will mangle them and torture them with it, and then he will spread their remains around town. Which, well, that's crazy. And so he got the title of the Springwood Slasher. He killed about 20 children before he was arrested. However,
Okay.
because the arrest warrants were signed in the wrong place and the judge drunk and the judge drunk at the oh and okay that was a typo on their end, and the judge was drunk at the time of the proceedings, Kruger was released. So basically, what happened was
The
the
judge
town,
was drunk.
yeah, the judge was drunk, and so he allowed him to get released.
The fuck?
What happened was the town folks were furious, took the laws into their own hands. They cornered him in his lair and doused him in gasoline and set him on fire.
Okay, so he got what he deserved,
Hold on,
basically.
not done yet. While the building was burning, Freddy was approached by dream demons. Jeez, I'm reading this. Kruger took the offer from the dream demons to continue his killing spree. He was allowed to roam the dream world, where any damage he inflicted in that world would cause death in the physical world.
Okay, so I know the movie start was created back in what, the 1980s or so, right?
No, I think way before
1980.
then. No. Yeah, no, it wasn't
19.
the 1980s. I think it was in the 1980s.
So I understand that
Yeah,
they in those
1984.
horror movies
1984. Yeah.
they really didn't have like things that in today's movies would be considered like necessary, like a ritual to summon the demon, because demons just don't appear out of nowhere in today's movies. You know, you need like a ritual or a witch or somebody that has ties to the occult. But
I think it
it,
just
it makes
depends.
sense.
I think it just depends on how you want to tell the story.
Yeah, but I mean, back then you didn't need to like have so much like history in it. Like, hey, it was a guy who got killed, and now he's back for revenge. That made sense, and we just rolled with it. But now it's like, okay, so he was approached by demons, and he had no ties to the occult. He had no ties, no witches in his family. He didn't know anyone personally who knew magic or could summon demons, but it just appeared out of nowhere in this small town to him personally. And it was a dream demon, not even a demon in real
Well,
life
no,
that
no,
goes.
no. Remember, he was dying at the time, so he made a deal while he was dying. So basically,
Oh
made a
yeah,
deal
but
with the
what?
demon.
So, mm, it's vague. I'll give it that. It's still vague, but
What do you mean?
it is what it is. I don't know, man. I've just been caught up with all these horror movies, and all I see is these symbols and like the fucking demons after the summoning ritual or witches and shit like that. Ghosts of people who were killed wrongfully or killed with revenge, or were consumed by hatred and rage before they died, and that's how they came back.
I
Which
mean,
makes more sense than just
well, no. It all depends on how you want to tell the story. That's all it really is. There doesn't have to be any rules for a killing spree.
no, not for a killing spree, but when you come back as a demon, it needs to be rules.
No, not necessarily. It all depends on how you want to
Was
tell the
he
story.
was he technically considered a demon
No,
at that
he
point
was
when
a
he
no, he was a mass murderer.
no when he came back? As- When he came back and started killing people, was
I
he
mean,
considered a
technically,
demon then?
yeah, technically, because he died. He's yeah, technically, you could say he is, or an evil spirit, whichever one. They both work.
Yeah, I I, I would give him a cross in between because of the powers that he had. With the spirit, you can mess with people in real life, but I mean, yeah,
Well, no,
he
no,
was more than a
no, no.
spirit.
He doesn't mess with people in real life. He roams the dream world.
Yeah,
So basically, he just basically can go into your dreams. So when you fall asleep at night, he goes into your dreams, and whatever he does to you in the dreams, it happens to you in real life. So if he goes
and
in
that's
and
why
slash the shit out of you in the dream, then yeah, he basically can get you in real life.
I think he's not considered an evil spirit, or at least full heartedly, because if you're an evil spirit, then you would be tied to a certain place. So because he was killed in the school, right? And
No, they cornered him
Yeah,
in a layer, but
no,
no, you know, you could consider him an evil spirit because he came back.
because he came back. But if you were an evil spirit, you would be tied to the place of your death. You wouldn't really be able to roam. And even though it
Well,
happens in the
he didn't.
dream,
He was on. It was on that street, Elm Street. That's where he was.
oh, why am I thinking like this? The murders are going to be happening like outside. They never happened outside of Elm Street. They only happened on Elm Street.
Yeah, they always happen on that street.
Okay, so that's where. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that makes
Nightmare
more
on
sense
Elm
now.
Street. That's why that's the name of the title. It's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, it is, but I thought that at least, no matter where they were at, if he killed them in their dreams, they can be like in another state or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, I
I know
mean,
this shit happened on Elm Street. I'm talking about like the remake. I haven't seen a remake of the movie. So I'm thinking like, you know,
oh yeah,
when you usually do remakes, they add different things to the movie, or. So I'm like, okay, so now this is probably happening. He can kill people from another state, another city, as long as it's within the dream world. There's not really any limitations on it. It's a dream world, like you was saying. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Maybe they're making number two to it. I still gotta go see the first one. You know
yeah,
what I do?
yeah. What's up?
Oh, I was. What did you say?
No, I was just going to say, yeah, I didn't watch the remake. I didn't watch the 2010 one, but I did watch the original one. So
Ah, man. You know what? I wish they would make more movies of though.
what?
Werewolf movies.
The only reason why I don't think they do it is because it's well, yeah. I mean, I think the reason why they don't do it because I guess it's pretty much played out. Like it has to come
But there's
back.
not. I feel like these other movies, not the ghost movies. Though you can always make a good movie with ghost movies. But I'm talking about like with vampire movies. You have more vampire movies than you do werewolf movies, and I get it. You
Yeah.
can do more with a vampire, but it's also the imagination of the writer who would write the movie or the producer that would produce it. Like werewolves, they can do a lot of things,
No, I
but
mean, don't no werewolves could be just as bad, if not worse, than vampires, depending on how you want to tell the story.
but
It,
we just don't. I feel like there's not enough to really give us more. I don't know. It's not enough to play on our imagination. Like I can think of like you have your old school Transylvania vampire. You have the new school vampire that can do a little bit more things and everything. Then you have the what's that one vampire? The Nastofu vampire. You know the one with the two pointy fangs right in the front of his mouth and everything. Yeah, that type of vampire and those type of vampire movies. And then you have Twilight and those type of vampires and shit. So it's like you have a broad range of different type of vampires, what they do, how they feel, how they act, and everything. And when it comes to werewolves, yeah, there was werewolves in the Twilight movie, but it's like I think Twilight just deserves its own little area. I'm not gonna bash the movie. I think it was a good movie for the genre and people it was trying to be for. I read the books and everything, but I read the books when I was trying to get with my fiance. So
no,
that was the reason why I even read the books. But I read them nonetheless, and I read them, man. I read that book in 1 to 2 days, and each book I read at night, I was like, boom, okay, so now I have something to talk to her about. And she liked these books. She liked Twilight.
oh, okay, okay.
So I'm safe to say this right now. She's not near me.
Yeah, but she probably
But
can hear this if she ever finds out that this was recorded and done.
I'll deal with that when it comes up. That's in the future. Well, yeah, I do want to see more werewolf movies because my favorite horror creature is, at least of right now, to someone invents something new, is the werewolf. I love werewolves, and for me personally, whenever Halloween comes around, I really get into character with my werewolf costume and everything. I get on all fours. I run around, I howl at the moon, I jump out of bushes at people and everything, and start running down. I really get into character because I'm like, this is just fun. Vice versa, if I was a vampire, what am I going to do? Stalk somebody? I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ugh.
What is my favorite kind of? I gotta think about that one. Like my favorite kind of monster. Like what is my favorite kind? Because I mean werewolves, but it's a little bit different. It's just the archetype. But like when it comes to horror, like horror movies, like what is my favorite kind of monster? I have to think about that one.
What about horror movies? What's your favorite type of horror movie to watch, or one that you will watch to like not just casually watching, but one would you want to watch just to scare yourself?
I just watch horror movies just because. Like I don't really have a like horror movies isn't one of those things that I watch. Like I don't want to say I'm not a fan of horror movies. I just watch them just to watch them. I don't really like. I don't really have a favorite horror movie or say, "Oh man, this was great." There's never really been I never really had a favorite horror movie. Well, no, I guess I would say probably for Freddy Krueger because Freddy Krueger was like I was scared of him since I was a kid. so that's the dude who I remember the most. But other than that, I can't really say because horror movies isn't really my favorite genre. But it's a genre that I watch. It's a genre that I liked. I watch from time to time. So I don't want to say that I hate horror movies, but I just watch it just to watch it.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So I
Um.
don't really have like a favorite type. Like I mean, do I have a favorite type of horror monster? Yeah, I think I do. I just don't know who or what it would be. Let me ask you this: are we talking about just like basically like a horror monster that would like just scare the crap out of me, like something I probably wouldn't want to mess with, or are we just talking about just in general?
I would say just in general
Okay,
because
yeah,
you can also include the unknown. It's not really a monster, but it's considered a horror because you don't know. It's like when you're in a dark room and you don't know what else is in the room if you've been pushed into a dark room.
you know what? I guess I would maybe put. I don't think it scare me, but it just kind of freaks me out. Probably is probably. I guess the one I would say right now is: have you played the game The Last of Us?
Yeah. Well, I played it like for 2 hours.
Oh,
I
okay.
have it. I just haven't really gotten more into it.
I need to get the DLC because I just gotta. Well, I mean, at this point, I would just watch the DLC. But anyways, the thing that I would say like those clickers are probably the things that like they could just kind of freak me out because the way their faces are and how they kind of like mushroom and just become spores and stuff. Like I would say,
So,
I I mean I don't know if I would say those are my favorite. Those are the ones that are just like ugh. Like
so you would technically, basically say a zombie.
no, I wouldn't say a zombie.
Well, I mean, they can technically be a
They
zombie.
technically are a
There's
zombie,
a,
but they're a
I,
little bit different because I mean, nah, like zombies, like if you're talking about The Walking Dead or zombies, nah, those things,
no,
yeah, I mean, they're zombies, but they're more like mutated, but it's because of their faces and the way they look.
but yeah, you do have different genres of zombies. And I was watching another movie that kind of made fun of it, but kind of broke it down. Like, you have your Walking Dead zombies, you have your Day of the Dead zombies, where they're running at you and everything.
Yeah, World War
You have
C
different.
zombies. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of more zombies.
So then, technically, because it's like the end of the world, and you get bit by one or something, you become affected. I think that as long as it falls into this type of category, that those what are they called again in The Last of Us?
Clickers.
Clickers.
Yeah.
The clickers are zombies. They
No, no,
were
no, no, no. They
human.
they are, but I mean, I can't just say zombies in general because, like, I agree they fall into zombies, but I can't say zombies. I would say probably
Would you
those particular ones, but not zombies in general. No.
would you say a genre of zombies? So you're not specifically stating which type, but you're just like it's a certain type. So like you said, when it comes to clickers, so it's like it's a certain type.
Well, I would just say it's just the clickers because just the way their faces are. So it's
Ooh.
just kind of freaky, you know. But I mean, I don't want to say like they're my favorite, or whatever. But it's just like just seeing a person get their head split open and be like get all fungusy and stuff. It's just weird. It's like
That's a
have you ever saw the Banana Man?
the Banana Man.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you're on Google, type it up. Type it in.
Is that a horror
No, it's an actual
thing? I think
person.
that.
It's an actual person.
Oh,
It's just really weird. It's like, oh,
the Banana Man.
yeah.
That's not gonna give me any type of like image I can't get out of my head right now, right? Because I don't need that right now.
Just type it in, man. Tell me what you
You
find.
said Google or YouTube?
Google. You can just Google it.
I'm on YouTube right now. Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if it come up.
How'd you even find that? How did you come across the Banana Man?
So, somebody told me.
Is this a real thing though?
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real person. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's not popping up.
The internet doesn't want you to know.
Yeah, no.
The Banana Man.
Yeah, they call him the Banana
Is
Man.
this supposed to be a horror thing? Because all I see is this guy dressed as a clown. I think
No, it's not him. It's not him. It's like this.
Captain Kangaroo, the Banana Man.
No. Stop. Let me try to find him.
Let me go to images.
I'm at
This shit
images.
don't
That's why
make
I'm
it.
looking. That no, that this it's not it.
So
Yeah,
I see a guy.
they probably took it out because yeah, it's kind of freaky.
Is it a guy who looks yellow? He's kind of riffing as a banana.
No.
It's not the image of like a banana trying to basically be like, hey, opening his peel to other fruits or anything, is it?
No. Stop describing it. It's none of those. I'm on Google Images right now. It's not coming up.
How long ago was it?
Oh man, I
Did
was.
you look it up? I see Batman dressed as a banana. There's a comic book, Banana Man.
Yeah, no. It was years ago. I want to say I think I was either in high
Is
school.
it horror?
No, it was actual person. I just can't find it. Like because I knew about it when I was a kid. It was it basically was a dude who had a skin condition, and like it was an actual person. But no, I can't find them anymore. Like they don't show. I mean, I get why they don't show. I get why he doesn't show up on Google because it is kind of like weird to see. But yeah, it's this dude with the skin condition, and people used to call him the Banana Man. And I learned about it. It was I would say it was back in I want to say it's either like the end of high school or the first couple of years of college is when I found out about him. And it's this dude that just had like a growth on his skin, and people call him Banana Man.
That sounds like the beginning of a serial killer. Not because of what he has, but because of the fact that what people called him.
Like, have you heard the Elephant Man?
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah,
but that's like a condition that's still happening, isn't it? I
yeah,
mean, it's extremely rare.
yeah. It's extremely rare. Yeah, that's kind of what with the Banana Man. He has a skin condition that's very extremely rare.
Oh, it was like it was a bunch of tumors or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
Yeah, I can't find it, but yeah, somebody showed me it, but way back in the day.
the names though, it's kind of like first of all, when you name someone something after an animal or a thing, they would have to technically look like it. The Elephant Man does not look like an Elephant Man.
I shouldn't be laughing. That's fucked up, but no, he doesn't.
Like really though, like they have a skeleton on display and everything.
Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, because that was actual person.
That's
There's actually a documentary movie about him. My mom showed it to me, and the school showed it to me when I was really young.
that's like oh, damn, lost my train of thought. I'm surprised they haven't made a horror movie after him though.
Well, no,
Surprisingly,
because
because they
that's a
did it.
tragic. Because that's a tragic story.
Man, yes, it is.
Like, 'cause that's an
But
actual
what I will
person.
also say is like the people who also suffer from the hair all over their body and everything.
Yeah.
I forget what that is. Where you look similar to a wolf man.
Yeah, they call 'em Wolfman. Yeah, yeah, because like people like that. Yeah, they were actually called Wolfman because they be in the circus and they have hair that grows all over the body.
Yeah, that's sad too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all sad.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, Elephant Man. It was just a sad. The one that I remember that is it's at the end, like the end of that movie, because the way he died, they just like because he couldn't lie down because if he lied down, he would die, and that's the last thing he wanted to do. He wanted to lie down, so he laid down and he wound up dying. So it was pretty sad.
Oh damn. You have to wear a sheet over his head too. Anyway, this
Yeah.
went from talking about horror movies to talking about people with conditions and everything.
Yep. That's how it happens, man. Which actually, we'll go to one more subject because we were talking about it earlier. What's this one game that you were telling me about that you wanted me to play?
Oh man, I love this game. Left 4 Dead.
Is that
So
the
you
one?
play
Is that the one where like you can either be the campers and then somebody's like the murderer and he has to go find all the people and kill them in a certain amount of time?
yes,
Yeah, I've
I
seen
because
that.
they have what a couple games like that now. I know Friday the 13th was one, but with this one it started off with I think like four, maybe six different characters, right?
Yeah,
And then I haven't played the game for a while. I jumped back on sporadically. I think it was like a year and a half ago.
yeah.
And then from that point to now, there's more characters from that was on then and now. So back then when I downloaded the characters, they had a clown, a fat ass clown, right? But the thing about it is they also have fiction on fiction. I mean, like they have Freddy Krueger, but he's called something else. But it's Freddy Krueger. Like he looks like him. They down to the T. They just have to call him something else. And then they have Michael Myers.
Myers. Yep.
It's exactly him.
They got
It's
Jason
just
on there
that
too.
they have to call him. They have to call him something else. He's called the Shape. I would have preferred that they called him the Boogeyman because that's what they technically call him in the movies and everything.
No, they
But
don't. Wait a minute.
yeah, they call him the Boogeyman.
J-
And
who? Jason?
no, Michael Myers. Yeah,
No, no,
I
he's
won't
not
say in the
called the
first movie.
boogeyman, but like somebody calls him the boogeyman, but he's not called the boogeyman.
Yes, no, he's
No,
not called, but they call him
they
that
call
technically because of the mask.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
mask is like Boogeyman.
yeah. No, 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 he's not called the boogeyman, but yeah, no, somebody has called him the boogeyman, but no, he's not called the
Yeah,
boogeyman. No,
but the
he's Michael
the
Myers.
mask that he wears, the mask he wears is called the Boogeyman.
No, it's not.
Boogeyman mask. It is called the Boogeyman mask.
Oh, the mask itself is called the boogeyman mask.
Yeah. So because of that, that's why, like in the
Oh,
movie too, they're like some people have called him the Boogeyman. So
no,
like you said, it's
that's
true.
not. No, that's not what it is. I mean, yes and no. But yeah, no, no, no. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. They do call it. They do call the mask the boogeyman mask. Okay.
Yes, but also because of what he did. He's not the boogeyman. Everyone knows that. It's
No,
just
no,
that.
no, because there's already a character that's called a boogeyman in horror.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
but this
Michael
one takes
Myers
place
is
in
called
the
Michael
whole.
Myers. He's not the boogeyman. Just somebody called him the
But they
boogeyman.
call him.
No,
They
he's not.
call him the boogeyman.
No,
Not,
no, yeah, yeah.
in that movie. In that movie. In the
Well,
movie.
yeah, yeah. I don't know
Call
if
him the
that movie, but yeah, yeah. In the movie, somebody called him the boogeyman, but he's not called the boogeyman. He is called Michael Myers.
No.
Yeah, there is
So
actually
that's
a
why the
monster
game.
called the boogeyman,
So
and
that's
that's
why
not
the
Michael
game is
Myers.
called the shape. But I like him because like he was my favorite character to play it. And they even give you the description. Like the thing with the clown, that thing reminds me of a 1940s or I think 50s murder that in real life that they did. And I don't mean to turn dark on it, but I forgot his name. But it was a murderer, and I don't know if he was married, but he had a girlfriend, and they would kidnap children. They would like rape them and then kill them, murder them, and then dump their bodies places. And he got caught. But like the clown, it when you read his background of it, it's not the exact, but it has similarities here and there. So when I read that, it reminded me instantly of that.
Yeah.
But they have Scream in there now. He's literally called Ghostface in the game.
Yeah.
So I at least like that they did that. You know,
Yeah. Because
you have
go ahead.
oh go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's just a bunch of other killers and everything. You have Legion. He's something. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Then you have your original killers in the game that are like originally made for the
For the
game.
game.
It's
Yeah.
like all these other downloads for characters are. Some of them are made up, a majority of them are like people that were like in a movie or similar to it,
Yeah.
something to it. But yeah, I wanted you to get it because the game is fun. Like I like to play as a survivor sometimes, but it's not as much fun as playing the killer.
Killer.
That is
Yeah.
fun. I have so much fun, especially when I'm Ghostface, right? Because each character, each person has their own little secret ability that they have that helps them kill or helps them survive. With Ghostface, when you crouch and you start to walk, they can't sense you. There's like your heart in the game. It's a heartbeat thing that gets louder as the killer gets near you.
Yeah.
And while you're crouched getting near them, that doesn't go off at all. So you literally just sneak up behind them, just like in Scream, and you just stab them. So that to me, that's fun, right? And you know
Yeah.
how in the movie, like it's literally like the one person at the end of the movie who's alive, Cindy, whatever. She never got really killed. I can't say much. I didn't see Scream 4, but in other screams, she didn't get killed, right? So in the game, I'm horrible. I kill everybody except for one person, right? And then I mess with them for about 5 minutes, and I'm literally like I stab them once because you can only do it 2 times before they fall, and you have to get them.
Yeah.
But and so they're hobbling and everything. They're trying to run and they're hobbling, which they go pretty, a good speed. You can't just you know kill them. You have to chase them.
Yeah.
So as I'm chasing them and I'm the I'm Ghostface, my knife is in the air and you see it and everything because the as the killer you can only see like it's first person view. As the survivor you're at a third
Third
person
person
view
view.
so you can
Yeah.
see all around you. So you see me, I'm running after you, and then I'll go to the side and everything, right? And I'm right here on the side by you, running with you, looking at you, and it's like you can't do nothing because there's no weapon. You just have to run away. So then I hop in front of you sometimes, and then I have to stop and go the other way, and then I have to keep chasing them so I catch up again. But I usually just stay at the side, like I'm catching up with you, like, hey, I can kill you at any time I want to. I'm just messing with you right now. Try and find the escape hatch because you're the last survivor. There's a little thing that pops open so you can jump in and you're saved. You won't die. So
Yeah.
what I usually do, at least a couple times in my playthroughs, if I stab somebody enough times, they kind of just give up and they're just like, you know what, whatever. Just hook me already. They don't struggle to get out of my my grip anymore. So then I just take them to where the hatch is at and I throw them down and they just crawl in the hatch. And I'm like, done. And then they send me messages. I have the messages on my PlayStation Network. They're like, "Thanks, man." I'm like, "You're welcome."
That's
So, but
funny.
it's fun when you play as Survivor. You play as a group of 4 people. You got to turn on the generators to open up the door so you can all escape and not get caught by the killer. So to me, it's fun. It's only one killer, but it's 4 survivors, so you can play with other people if you wanted to.
Hmm.
But surprisingly, nobody I know has this game. They know about it. Some of them do, some of them don't. But nobody has this game. I'm the only person who has this game. And it's a really big game.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to get it if it was on sale, but I can't even afford it right now.
When you do, let me know.
And I'll go ahead
So
and
we
I'll go ahead so I can go come in and kill you.
man, you could try. Well, you probably will succeed on that.
Yeah.
You'd be
Exactly.
hell bent on getting me.
Exactly.
Let me say though, I wish I know it's messed up on me again, but I do wish they would add one feature to the game for the survivors,
What?
and that's trip mode. You're running, you have the ability to trip the other survivor. So then the killer goes after them instead of you. I can see that going wrong in so many ways in the game, but it sounds so fun right now.
Oh
Because you know how
man.
people are. They're like, if I don't know you and we're getting chased by somebody who's trying to kill us, I'm sorry, but I'm tripping you.
Hey man, do you sell your PS4?
Yeah, I still have it.
Man, you should hop on. Me and Keith are actually gonna play on Monday. We're gonna play a couple of games if you want to hop on.
What games do you guys want to play?
Well, we're playing GTA right now. So I
What is
actually,
the game?
huh?
What's the game?
GTA.
Oh, I don't got that game.
You don't have that game?
Look, I know you sound surprised. I don't have that game. I had it, and I had it when I had my Xbox. So I gave my Xbox to my sister, and I gave her the game. And then I even had bought the game for this one again, but I ended up taking it back because my son kept getting a hold of it and trying to play the game. And I don't want him playing that game
I get,
because
I
if
get, I
he
get.
jumps on YouTube when we're not looking, or when he's allowed to get on YouTube, right? And there's certain shows that we let him look at.
Yeah,
And one of them is the Grand Theft Auto game show, right? But it's not like someone playing as them. It's like they have a mod where they download like the superhero characters and everything, and they have them like fight each other like Avenger style. And
yeah,
then there's another one where like, they get on bikes and they just end up going down this huge obstacle course and everything. It's each one of the superheroes and even supervillains to see who can get the furthest. So it's not violent,
yeah, yeah.
not
I
really
get it.
like Grand Theft Auto style violence. So with that, that's fine. But now he wants to play the game, and I'm like, no,
Yeah,
because I even have San Andreas on the PS4, and I bought that one just off of off a whim, like oh memories. And then he tried to play that one too. So
man. Somebody
the
stole
bunch of
my
games I
San
had there.
Andreas. I'm still pissed off about that.
Huh?
Somebody stole my San Andreas.
Someone, man, you can get. I think the game was like that's that happened, but I think the game is like when I bought it, I think it was like $6
No, but you gotta understand,
on.
mine was special because I take care of my games. My game was clean, and I had the GTA that still had the hot coffee mod that you could hack into.
Oh, see, I didn't know. I didn't even know about that till I actually got older.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about it, but like that's why I wanted to keep mine because I'm like, man, that's probably gonna be a collector's edition because they had to remake those, so they don't make those anymore.
No, but you unless you have it on a computer, then you can go ahead and get that hot
Yeah,
coffee
but no,
mod. Yeah.
it's different when like you have like 'cause to me that to me was a collector's item, and
Now,
now
let it, now,
what?
I said you were saying now.
Yeah, I was saying, but like now, like I don't know, I don't know if I could just find that one all over the place now. So I'm pretty upset. And the thing is that I can't find a clean one either. Like mine's I took care of. Do you remember back in the day when they used to have those like those disc protections? What you do, you just put like this plastic cover on your disc and it keeps your disc clean.
Yeah, I remember those.
I had that on my GTA game.
That worked because you can play that game. You can play the game while the disc. Wait, I don't remember, so I can't say you can. But
No, 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 no.
Could you play the game?
You could, but it messes up sometimes. So yeah, no, I used to use that on the game, and yeah, it will work. But the problem is that sometimes the plastic will slip off and will screw up the game, so it wouldn't be readable.
Okay, I do remember that. Then.
Yeah. So I had a bunch of them, and I remember that, and like I haven't been able to find that this entire time. So I'm really mad about that. But you know what game
You
I'm
probably
probably?
have to look.
Oh, go ahead.
You probably have to look and find one on like eBay. That's like the only place I can think you can actually find things like that on right now.
Yeah, because the only reason why I wanted that is just because again they don't make those anymore, and I wanted to keep it as a collector's item. So, but you know what game I do want to get?
Huh.
But I'm trying to decide if I want to get it or if I want to wait for the PS5 to come out because I have a feeling they're gonna remake it. I want to get that Cyberpunk.
That's not. When did that come out? Is that
Um,
out?
no, it's supposed to come out at the end of this year. I think it comes out in like September
Oh,
or October.
okay. I get what you mean. You're talking about like you want to when that game comes out, you're going to get it, but you hope that it comes out for the PS5 when
No,
the
no, no, no,
PS5
no,
comes out.
no. It's not even that I hope. is that because it happened with GTA. Like when GTA 5 like brought on the PS3, and then and I knew it was gonna come out for the PS4, but I'm like, nah, it'll be cool. So I bought it for the PS3. Then like right after I bought it, it came out for the P. They announced it for the PS4, and I was hot. I was pissed.
Hey, I remember that. That's what I did with Grand Theft Auto. I bought Grand Theft Auto when I was overseas. I bought Grand Theft Auto at the military at the next,
Yeah.
and then I had that game because it was my game. Even though you can go in there to the you can go in and you can reserve game time to play games and everything, and they had a thing of games. They didn't have all the games. You know, it's maybe one or it was a couple that you only wanted to play, right? So it was Grand Theft Auto. Wait, was Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS3?
Yep. It was for the
It
PS3, and
was, right?
yep, and then they released on the PS4 a year later.
Okay, so it was two games. What it was Grand Theft Auto 5 that I had, and it was Saints Row 4 that I had bought, right?
Yeah.
And I had shipped my stuff back home when I was leaving Germany, and somehow, some way, it was a couple things that I bought that never got back. It was a Gucci bag that I bought. It was some glasses, my games, a controller, and my shoes, and a backpack that I bought for my brother. And it never got back here. And it was like it was just gone. And I put all that stuff in a trunk. Like I had bought a trunk and put it in, and it was gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it was because it was overseas. It's not like I could call, like you FedEx or anything like that and be like, hey, my shit is missing. This happens in Kuwait, and even though it was a national company to call, it was like your shit is just lost. Like, if you didn't have insurance on it, which I didn't get for certain things, then it was just gone. And that was one of the things that was just gone.
Man, nah. You see, if I want to ship something from overseas, I'm definitely getting insurance.
Man, it was expensive though. It's like we only got a good price because we were on the military base when we were shipping stuff over. But a trunk of my stuff cost around $79 to ship back home,
Yeah.
and it wasn't even. It was a good amount of stuff in there, but it was still a lot. And if you wanted insurance, it was going to cost you like $100 something for the insurance.
Yep.
So shipping was, and then you don't get that money back. Like, oh, nothing happened to your stuff. Don't worry. Oh, okay, can I get my money back? No, no. You spent $100 for insurance. You didn't need it, so you don't get your money back now.
You
And I
see,
had shipped a couple things home prior that I did get insurance on, but it came back. It came through the house safely. So I was like, okay, I don't really need insurance because it wasn't like it was like jewelry or anything. It was just, granted, it was a Gucci bag, but I'm just like, I shipped home a Louis Vuitton bag, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. It got home safe. I don't have anything to worry about. So I didn't think they would go inside of my stuff. That's what the issue was. They went inside of it and they took stuff out, and then they shipped the rest of the stuff back home. That's where my issue lies at, is what they did.
yeah.
But I got off track, my bad.
No, it's
So I
cool. It's
bought
cool.
it and it was stolen. And when it's like when you buy something, someone steals it from you, and it's like limited things you can do because it's not like it's a person that you know, so you can go confront them.
Yeah.
But because of how it was done, that put in my mind that I'm like, I'm not about to go buy another Grand Theft Auto game. I'm not about to go buy another Saints Row game. The same one I just bought. I'm not doing that. It got stolen, got lost. Whatever. I'm not about to go spend another $59 to buy the game.
You know,
So
I used to feel that way until I got Skyrim. I'm not even lying. Because I bought Skyrim back in the day on PS3, which I never finished. That's what I might do. I might do a playthrough of Skyrim because I still gotta beat that game. I'm so far
I
behind in that
still
game.
never beat the game.
I haven't either. That game
Me
is
neither, man.
freaking long. But
It's because
anyway,
it was so fun. It's like you have so much stuff to do
there's so
that
much.
you might do the story mode for a while, but then after a while, you just kind of branch out on your own and you just do that your own thing.
The last thing I remember doing is right now I'm at like a magic school. I'm like learning magic. So
I didn't like doing the magic school. I like learning magic, but I didn't like to go to the school for it. But the thing about it is, there was a secret mission down there in the bottom of the school where you had to find five different jewels, and I think they were located all over the world in Skyrim. Skyrim. You had to go look for them. Then once you got them, you had to put them in a certain order. They it basically looked like the Infinity Gauntlet. So
Oh,
you have to
that's
put it in the gauntlet, and it would summon a demon, a Dremora demon. And you know this demon, it's when I played Skyrim, I started learning about the history of it as I'm working. I just listened to it, right?
yeah,
So I learned about the specific Dremora demon that was summoned, and he has a history like throughout all of Skyrim. He's in like in the Oblivion games. He's in I think Oblivion 3, The Elder Scrolls 3,
yeah.
or
Which I actually have that
Oblivion
game.
3, and then he makes a reference or even comes back in and what is it? The Elder Scrolls Online when you do one of the Anchor games things. He's there too, and it's like a zero. It's like a 10. No, I think it's like a 5% chance that you have to actually get him as a boss in the anchors when you fight them, because he has his own monologue ball, gives him his own introduction when you're getting ready to fight him and everything, talking about him being the captain and what all the evil things that he's done.
Yeah,
So then he comes down. He's strong as hell though. Like he's literally a boss tier like guy in the game, but they play him down a little bit because he's not as strong as what he should be based on the lore and everything.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean, let me see. You know what? No, no. Right now, I remember exactly where I'm at because right now, because what they did, they Skyrim basically they kind of screwed me over. Like they really messed me up because right now I'm in like this tower, but I have the werewolf curse. So I'm actually a werewolf right now. And I'm in this like really high difficulty tower, and I was only able to get through there because I was a werewolf. So I would just be the werewolf the whole entire time. I'd just kill all the machines and stuff. I was in there just killing everybody. But then they did an update and they actually made the werewolf because I think there's like two items that you could get. If you get two items, you could continue to keep going to the werewolf mode. You don't have to wait.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but then they did an update and they pretty much basically knocked that off. So now I'm stuck in this super hard tower, and I can't turn into a werewolf anymore. Like I can, but I gotta like wait hours. So I just gotta turn off the game and wait. So I just stopped playing at that time because I was like I said, I got the werewolves. I was just killing everything in there, and now I'm just stuck in there. I can't do nothing, and I'm furious.
Is that wait? Is that on Skyrim or is that online?
No, that's not Skyrim.
What tower are you in?
I don't know. I just found it. It's like this tower with like all these robots and stuff in there. And I just found out I was getting like a bunch of stuff, but I can't do it. And
Oh,
no. The other issue too is that because I was getting like a lot of the strong items, but it kept having me go overweight. So when I'm the werewolf, that weight doesn't bother me, but when I'm a man, I'm always overweight.
I know what you're talking about. You're in one of the dwarven strongholds.
I don't know what it's called. All I know is I'm in there. I just remember going down there. I remember it's like gold and there's like machines and stuff. And yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
stuck in there right now.
it's like small little mechanical looking spiders, right? I mean, they're not spiders. They're just small and they have like 4 or 6 legs and they leap at you, right?
Ah,
So it's like a little ball that rolls and then out pops out like it converts into like a archer, I think, where it shoots you, or it probably has a sword and it starts to come towards you and slash you,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The one with the swords. Yeah, 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 definitely.
Yeah, you are in one of those dwarven strongholds. You
Yeah.
might just need. It's like two ways you can do. You can just unload everything and then go out the way you came, or you can just like lower the difficulty just for that level, then raise it back up again.
Heck no, man. I got too much good stuff, man. And like I think I pushed myself ahead in the game because if I'm not a wolf, I just get killed. Like I can't survive. And I got some pretty strong items right now, so
I know there's a level that you can get to. It's like off game or screen. It takes. Let me see. They stated that they made this area only for people who are really trying to find out what's going on outside of Skyrim. Like you have to try and leave the area, and it'll take you to another land and everything, right? But it's kind of big but small at the same time.
yeah.
Where you got to leave it to come back, but you go there and it's a legendary item that you get, and you can only get it there. Like, but you have to have it's like certain pieces that you have to have, and it's one of them is in one of the dwarven strongholds that you have to find it and get it. And because if you don't have it, then you won't be able to get that unique weapon, I believe it is.
Hmm.
And then there's another one where um, it's a ship, like a dead sunken ship or something, that you have to go all the way to the end of the bow, and you'll see a sword stuck in the ship, and it's a magic sword. I think it has something to do with wind, which is why it was in the bow. It allowed like ships to turn real quick. So you take that and it's like I don't remember if it's like a weapon that you can probably use when you get really strong, but I know early on in the game and even later on that weapon is extremely strong.
Hmm.
Something has something to do with wind, I think. Even though like that's what the description said, it probably that's not a magic. I don't know if the magic was fire, ice, or lightning.
Well, all I know right now is that I want to beat that because there's like three missions I looked up that I want to do. I want to get done with this, and I don't know how I got there. I want to try to find this vampire mission that I know I can get. I want to try to find this assassin mission. Once I find those three, then I'm pretty much happy. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Skyrim takes forever. But anyways, man, you know what, man? We're going on pretty long, man. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and stop this. Basically, this interview, this
Okay.
podcast. But anyways, man, I'm gonna let you have the last words, man. So anything you want to say before I, you know, stop this?
I mean, I know I'll be getting on back on again soon because I know we jumped from horror movies to games and a little bit of in between there.
Yep.
But anyone who's listening or will listen, do yourself a favor and go watch a couple of horror movies. Like, if you don't want to watch one because you don't want to see this, don't watch the one that like a lot of people don't like clowns. I don't blame you. Clowns are kind of creepy just in general. Like they just are. So don't watch a movie regarding clowns. Like just watch a movie regarding something else, a ghost or something. But it's movies. The horror movies are good. They're nice. It's something to kind of just get into. And maybe I have an unhealthy relationship with horror movies. I don't know. I don't think so. That's for you to judge apparently. But just watch a horror movie. We're we're in lockdown basically. What better time to do that than to scare yourself and watch like what a lot of other people are watching on Netflix, The Contagion. I haven't seen it yet. I'm not gonna freak myself out to that level, but if y'all want to do that, go ahead with that.
Yeah, but what you said. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for being on here and listening to this one. I finally succeeded, and we finally were able to talk about something besides the troubling times. So I'm pretty happy about that. So thank you for that, Adam. I appreciate it, man.
You want to talk about Trump?
I
Is
I,
that is
I,
that what
I
you just
did
said?
not say Trump.
You want to talk about Trump? Let's talk about Trump. We have another 2 hours to talk about this. No, just I'm just playing. I heard the your mouth line just it was straight. People smile and frown. Yours is just like straight.
I won't say it was straight, but I was gonna let you get what you got to say off real quick.
No, I don't really have anything negative to say right now. I kind of stopped paying that much attention to everything going on in the news regarding Trump because every time you listen to something in the news regarding him, it's not the best thing to do. But you know what I will say recently, and it's not because of stimulus package or anything. Like recently, I started listening to some of the things he's saying,
All
and
right, all
even
right, all
though
right, all right, all right, all
so
right, all right.
Well,
You
I'm just gonna
no,
say this real
no, no,
quick.
no, 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 because
It's nothing. It's
you're
not
already no, 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 because you're already failing me right now, Adam. I actually made it through
what.
without talking about any of this stuff, and you totally failed me.
It's not.
You,
It's
you,
not politics. I'm
you
not talking about
totally
politics.
failed me, man.
I'm sorry, man, but you brought it up. But it's
I
not
didn't
politics.
bring it up at all. I
You
all
did
I was
bring it up.
saying was thank you, and then you started
All
going.
I'm saying is that recently
All
I
right.
just
How
kind of
about this?
like
How
hit
about this? How
bottom.
about this? How about this? How about this? How
That's
about
it.
I bring you on at a later date and we could talk about it then.
We can, but I'm just saying I kind of like his attitude. That's all I'm saying. Nothing else about anything else. Just the attitude he has as of recently. I kind of like it.